5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. The only thing we have to fear is fear.
Mile 18.
This is Endurance Nation.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Endurance Nation podcast. I'm Coach Patrick, your host on these different episodes that cover interviews with our members and with industry leaders, as well as regular topics that are pertinent to endurance athlete success. This time around, it's getting close to the fall, and I wanted to let you know that our season is kicking off on November 1st. That's right. Endurance Nation works through seasons, and our winter training program kicks off in earnest on November 1st. If you head over to endurancenation.us, you'll be able to enter your email address to get all the details about what's coming up and learn why starting in November is super important and how we can work with you over the course of the winter using our patented out-season program and the subsequent training phases of the year to create the conditions and knowledge you need to be your better and faster self. And if you're ready to get started early, can't wait till November 1st, we have a durability program for you too. So once again, head over to endurancenation.us, enter that email, learn more about what we are doing here over the course of the year, why Endurance Nation is different, why training with a team is the way to go, and how we can help make you successful. Until then, I look forward to hearing from you online somewhere, and sit back here now and enjoy this episode.
Endurance Nation.
Hey, Coach Patrick here, Endurance Nation, back with another videocast podcast and a special bonus edition to our three-part out-season winter training series, where I've introduced you to the concepts that we use to train our athletes and build programs that are athlete-first, that are focused on return on investment, and allow you to become a smarter athlete through practice, through community, through learning, through using our system of modular training that really keeps you on track. Remember, we're athletes ourselves. We built this program because it's the one that we wanted to see. You're not going to see those standard training programs or that standard, sort of cardboard cookie cutter approach to how to manage challenges along your season. That's right. We are anti-vanilla, as we like to say. And you can Google Endurance Nation anti-vanilla to see what we mean. But ultimately, what I'm trying to tell you about is that we do things a little differently here inside Endurance Nation, and it's worked out pretty well the last 15 plus years. I'm excited to have you join us. It is the out season, which means that in October, and then once again in December, the team is open as a chance for you to join and go through the steps here and get into the program, connect with your 350 plus other teammates, learn more about how we train through practical application, and see if that's something that makes sense for you as you head into the season. But this is the bonus round. I've got a bonus video for you, which is really important and actually quite relevant, because this is just how we roll inside Endurance Nation. I told you there'd be three things, and I got an extra one for you as well, sort of bonus for paying attention and working your way through the 4 series here. So what I really want to talk to you about today is what we call the DSF Foundation. It's not some kind of crazy nonprofit or something designed to help people out. Really, it's about durability, strength, and flexibility. It's all the stuff that you need as an endurance athlete, but we don't talk about very often. When do we talk about this stuff? We talk about it when something's wrong, So when you overtrain, you pull a muscle, you've got, you go in because you have an overuse injury and your physical therapist says like your hamstring's too tight, or your glutes aren't firing, or you have no glutes at all. Apparently we have to look at your genetics to see why no one gave you glutes when you were created as a human being. And then also from a durability perspective, that's something that people find out later, that I may be able to, run hard for an hour, but I can't go beyond that hour. What's the limiter, right? I'm doing this hard work, et cetera. It's just you don't have that foundational conditioning, that foundational fitness, easy to build in the wintertime, that could set you up for success, that you're adding that, speed and quality work on top of, right? So I'm going to break these 3 parts down for you, the D, the S, and the F, to kind of give you a sense of how they fit into our out-season methodology, and give you another reason to think of looking at Endurance Nation for your training and racing needs. Okay. So number 1, the durability side. For us, durability, it's not about like being stronger or like, made of iron instead of made of tinfoil. What durability means for us is aerobic consistency. Durable athletes train frequently. So in other words, instead of doing a 4-mile run, a an athlete who's focused on durability would do 2-mile runs, right? We get more out of those 2-mile runs than we get out of 1 4-mile run from a durability perspective. We're extending the time that your body's working. We're maximizing those first couple minutes of every run when your body and mind are engaged, as opposed to the time in the run, usually about a mile and a half, where that part of your body and senses switches off and your mind starts to wander and you're doing other sorts of stuff. We get much greater repetition out of that and gains from that repetition in that durability perspective. So durability for us is the complementary work in the out season. So you may have a quality session on Tuesday and Thursday. You've got durability work that either happens briefly in the afternoon, depending on the level of plan you're on, and also on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. An opportunity for you to be able to put that work into play and build some of that durability as a complement. It kind of facilitates things. It kind of greases the gears, make sure that those hard sessions are things that you're recovering from and preparing you for that next quality session down the road. And this durability work becomes really important. Inside the team, we'll do things like counting steps, counting aerobic time. Some people will implement a run streak for maybe 2 weeks or 4 weeks, or maybe they'll try and do 100 days is the biggest run streak that we have inside the team, the official one. People have gone and unbelievably much longer than that. But it's an opportunity for us to get in there. You get to choose the modality, but this consistency work is really important. And we bake that into our plans, and we set some targets with you as an athlete to make sure that you're doing not only the quality work, which is fun and exciting and great to see the needle go up, but also this foundational work that really gets you into a place when we enter the season that you're a much better, smarter, and durable athlete. Okay? Awesome. Fantastic. The next piece for us is strength. Talking about DSF, we talk about durability and strength. From a strength perspective, what we're talking about here specifically is functional work, functional circuit work. I'm not talking about going to a gym. I'm not talking about bench pressing or doing crazy weights. I'm specifically talking about functional work that's going to allow you to become stronger from a dynamic perspective, allows you to stay on track with your training. Right. So for us, what we think about is this is the type of work that's critical to keep you healthy. Right. So we're trying to build some fitness for you, but not add residual fatigue. That fatigue is what really gets in the way. So we're trying to set up a place where you're not doing so much weight or so much explosive work that you're actually inhibiting the training work that we're trying to do, because we want you to direct that effort into the training, not into the weights inside the gym. Right. This work should be easy to accomplish. It should be easy for you to do and dialed in really simply. Right. So it should improve your quality of your training. It should make you a better runner or swimmer or biker or climber or rower or whatever it is you do. It shouldn't be something that actually detracts from it, like adding too much muscle mass or leg day set me back 4 days and I couldn't train. That kind of stuff interrupts the flow of what we're trying to build from you from a durability perspective. So we don't want that either. Right? What we're looking for here is something that's really additive. So you could do it on the same day as a training session or even before a training session, and it works. So for us, it's a circuit. It involves like a yoga mat, an elastic band, maybe a kettlebell or two if you want to make some of the work weighted. But really what it is it's an easy program. We call it the Morning Unlock. You can do it. It takes anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. You can do it and then go right for your morning run or do your morning workout. It's not enough that it's going to hurt you, but it's going to lay the foundation for you to become stronger and more resilient. So that's our strength work, that functional work, right? And the third component to this is flexibility. So we have durability, strength, and flexibility, DSF. The flexibility work also super critical. Flexibility work is really important, not just from being mobile and being able to use the core elements of our body, like our hips and our shoulders and our back very well. But flexibility also is a great benchmark for you to understand where you are going across the course of the season. So let's just take your quads, for example. You do a quad stretch, do it properly, just like they tell you to, right, at the physical therapist's office. Fantastic. And you're like, oh, man, this is where I'm at. My leg's at like a 7, right? And then later in the season, you're doing quad stretches a couple months in, and you're like, ooh, I'm like at a 6, maybe a 5, and as the work really piles on, you're like, I'm at a 4. Your quads are actually getting tighter. If we did those incremental check-ins, say 3 check-ins across the course of a year, but you don't really notice that stuff as an athlete until we run into a problem, until your knee starts bothering you, or your legs are really hurting after a workout, or take the legs out of the equation if it's your back or your arm or your shoulder. All of that's happening over time. And because you're not doing a basic flexibility routine, there's no way for you to know. This is one of those secret insights from like doing yoga all the time, or maybe seeing an ART specialist or chiropractor, someone who's manipulating your body and getting a sense of your general range of motion and general health. It's easy for those practitioners to see, because they're external to you, they're not biased like you, that something's just not right. And so flexibility work, which we bake into that morning routine with our strength, through lunges and other similar stretches that are priorities for you, allow you to target those key areas, develop the mobility we need in those structures that will keep you healthier for a long time, and put you on top of those challenges that are coming that you just haven't quite seen yet, right? We kind of like little earthquake sensors. We could sense that something's shifting out there and we want to pay attention to it. We want to get you ahead of that as much as possible. And this simple morning routine does it. Okay, so it's the DSF foundation. Again, durability, strength, and flexibility. We've built it into your training program through simple micro workouts that allow you to do them at the time that fits for you, even add them to the end of a workout or put them before a workout, whatever makes sense, and allow you to create the foundational fitness and infrastructure and habits that are going to make you successful across the course of the season. Remember, being fast on race day isn't just a game of he or she who can go the strongest for the longest. It's all about the person who's built the understanding of their body, who've taken care of it across the year, and has built the best plan to match with the engine that they have to be successful. It's not easy to get into a place where we can be successful the way that we want to be in a long course endurance race, but it is possible. And if you want to do it, Endurance Nation is the place to be. You can check us out at endurancenation.us/new join or just endurancenation.us. It's a great opportunity for you to meet other folks who are like-minded as you, who are independent, somewhat experienced, but looking for that next level of gain. And a membership is open here in October and also again, December and also April. Hope to see you on the inside soon. Thanks for spreading the good word and tuning in. I'll talk to you. Take care. See you.
For more information about Endurance Nation, visit us online at endurancenation.us. The provided music is from the Podshow Podsafe Music Network. Check it out at music.podshow.com.